But who do they still have? Number one, Dahoga Nanticoke. He's maybe the biggest star in all of college lacrosse. And earlier today, he let everyone know that he was ready for this game. You check out his Twitter. There's a Baker Mayfield quote right here. Woke up feeling dangerous right at 7 a.m. I'm convinced he scheduled that tweet.
And he came into the game and it looked like, you know what? It looked like he did wake up feeling dangerous. And that is a tweet that you read that as Syracuse and, you know, you're going to be a little afraid. He's a good player.
Well, Ashton, back in your playing days, as we see Nanticoke score his first goal on a bullet, that was Albany's first goal. But when you were playing, did you read your opponent's Twitter timelines?
True, of course. Why wouldn't you? If someone's going to tweet this out, one, it's directed towards you, and two, you know, that's trying to spark a little bit of tension. And you know what? I bet he did it, and I bet Syracuse men's lacrosse read that tweet.
It's a little bulletin board material, and so Syracuse has come out, and they've shown Dahoga Nanticoke he's not just going to walk into the dome and rip 5 goals like he did last year. Now, he does have the 2 goals, but the Orange are not making it easy. And one reason why Syracuse is making it tough on Albany is Albany's first half goal total matched by one guy. Bradley Voigt, number 1 in white and orange, not number 1 in purple and gold, has 4 goals. He's doubled his career high. Watch some of these sniping shots. He's picking corners all day, Ashton.
Albany didn't expect him to be a scorer. He hadn't been a scorer in the past for Syracuse, especially not one of their main ones. And his shot placement and his precision on all these outside shots really is very hard to stop.
Bradley Voigt, typically a man-up specialist. He's been all over the place for Syracuse. 4 goals in the first half alone, double his career high. And we still have 30 minutes left in this game between Syracuse and Albany. Still plenty more to come on our halftime show as well. Come back with us as we give you those highlights, those stats. We'll tell you if Syracuse can hang on and do the unthinkable as recently as a day ago. Can Syracuse beat Albany? We've got the answer coming up next. Now, Syracuse's most important player might be the point guard, the one who's not really responsible for the rebounding, but basically everything else is Tiana Mungakahia's job on this team. Last year, her first season in Orange, and she was fantastic, setting an ACC record for assists in a season. Struggled a little bit at Minnesota, but she is certainly this team's most important player.
Syracuse needs Tiana to be on her game whenever they play against, especially a lower-level team like a Towson. But the last couple games, turnovers have been a problem. She had 4 against Minnesota, 10 over her last 2 games. When you're giving the ball away like that, I mean, this is a Syracuse team that prides itself on getting turnovers. They can't be coughing it up the other way if they want to have that good turnover margin sustainable for the rest of the season.
Yeah, she also shot barely above 26% at Minnesota. That's a season low by far, so struggled a little bit against the Gophers. All in all, though, she has been really good this year for Syracuse. Now, we know that the Orange lean a lot on Tiana Mungakahia. Should be a good battle between a couple of solid point guards between the Orange and the Tigers today. For more on that, we go out to the Carrier Dome, where Noah Eagle and Dana Gray are standing by. Now, guys, Tiana's numbers are off the charts, not only this season, but last year as well. How does Towson plan to slow her down?
Well, it's going to start with point guard Q Murray, and when we talked to head coach Diane Richardson, we said, how can Q stop Tiana? We've got Coach Q, player Q. Right. How can Q Murray stop Tiana Mungakahia? And she said she's got a nose for a ball, you know, she's a good player, but her first response was a little chuckle and just said, no one really stops Tiana Mungakahia.
This is a game they needed.
Right. It's really what's going to push them over the edge. Coach Hillsman said, you know, it's all about this game, the next game. They have 6 more regular season games, to play. And it's all about what they have to do, and that's exactly what they did tonight.
All right, we're joined now by Miranda Drummond, Syracuse forward, who had a great game today. A season-high 24 points for Miranda. How'd you get it done today?
I don't know. I mean, I was just knocking down shots, and my players were, you know, attacking and, you know, creating that open shot for me. So I'm glad I knocked them down.
How contagious is that offensive game when you guys are surrounding the perimeter, making threes, getting inside? How nice is it for you and all your teammates?
It's so nice, you know, when you see my other teammates making shots. You know, it keeps me motivated, keeps everybody going.
This is a big stretch for you guys. You've got 5 games at home. You pick up the first one as a win. What do you have to do to close it out down the stretch and stay focused during this homestand?
Yeah, we got to keep our confidence. You know, we have a lot of good games coming up, and you know, all starts in practice, so we just have to be prepared and you know, get ready for the game.
None of those guys are still here. The ACC is a tough ask, and Syracuse is going to need to find someone who can carry the load by himself if they want to be successful in the conference. Looking around the ACC from yesterday, 1-goal game, and a beatdown from number 5 Duke.
You expect these close games, especially in a conference that is so strong like the ACC. This just shows that anything can happen on game day. You see Penn State went down by 10 goals in that.
A crazy
I wasn't expecting
result.
that as
Right.
a result of this weekend's showout. So anything can happen on game day.
Crazy results. Some of the most talented teams in the country are right here in the Atlantic Coast Conference. And
A lot of turnovers. One of your keys for Towson, limit turnovers. How are they doing so far?
It has not been that great. Now, I also said to move the ball. 6 assists is not a terrible number so far, but when you couple that with 17 turnovers, that's about a 3-to-1 turnover to assist ratio. That can't happen. That is not how you win against the Syracuse team. 17 turnovers, I mean, this is a Syracuse defense that was letting teams turn the ball over only about a dozen times a game, and now you're already at 17 in the first half. That needs to be shored up in the second half because this Syracuse team can't continue to, or rather this Towson team can't continue to be giving the ball up at that rate.
All right, now SU should have this game in hand. What do you
What's up, Yankee fans? Dom Usillo here for Bronx Pinstripes, introducing a brand new video series for you guys that will air on a weekly basis. From news to highlights, stats, and rumors, we'll have all the bases covered all year long, so let's get into it. News broke last night of Gio Gonzalez signing a minor league deal with the club worth up to $3 million, but that's if he makes the squad. The 33-year-old two-time All-Star posted a 4.57 ERA with the Nationals last year before being traded to the Brewers, where he sported a 2.13 ERA to finish out 2018. Gonzalez also finished third in Cy Young voting back in 2012. Gio's deal also contains an opt-out for April 20th, potentially making it the shortest of short-term deals, maybe ever. But what this move really provides for the Yankees is insurance, especially when you look at who's banged up. The Yanks will be without Luis Severino and CC Sabathia until about May 1st. Sevy is dealing with that rotator cuff, and CC, coming off that heart scare, is also dealing with a knee injury. Gonzalez could potentially add some depth to rotation, now missing 2 starters for the first month of the season. Aaron Hicks is dealing with a back injury which required another cortisone shot on Sunday morning, leaving a void in the Yankee outfield. Brett Gardner has been getting reps in center, but does this mean we'll finally see Clint Frazier break through? We shall see. Still left in the Yankee outfield is a guy we know can pick up the slack. Aaron Judge already has 6 dingers this spring, but his most impressive feat this week actually came off the diamond.
What is this? You got me a t-shirt? Oh, man. And a bracelet? You know what, I'm gonna wear this tonight.
Bracelet is good luck.
Well, it fits. This'll fit. Gee, my man.
Love to see it from the big man, and spring training winding down. Just 9 days until opening day. Real baseball finally right around the corner. That'll do it for this week's recap. We'll catch you back here next week. In the meantime, check out the BP Show hosted by Andrew and Scott, and also a brand new podcast coming to Bronx Pinstripes called George's Box, hosted by JJ and Keith. We'll catch you back here next week.
They never gave you a chance. They laughed at your name, and they counted you out.
That's it. Oldham Athletic have pulled off the impossible here. They've beaten Liverpool 3-2.
But that's why the match isn't played on paper.
Which Maloney takes. It's in! It's Ben Watson! It's Ben Watson for Wigan Athletic! They've surely won the FA Cup! You just cannot write scripts like this.
And Smith, Oldham Athletic go in front. Chelsea 2, Bradford 4. Can you believe this? One of the big FA Cup shots.
Still it's Howard, still going, oh yes, he's won it! Liverpool are going out to the FA Cup! That's a goal that will be remembered for years and years in Barnsley. Martin scores! From administration to relegation to cup jubilation! And the referee's given the goal! Unbelievable! In the 89th minute of the match. This is why we love the FA Cup. It delivers yet again.
The Emirates FA Cup, coming this August. Welcome to a new segment on the Sphere called Keanu Tries. I'm your host, Keanu Igigi, and we're going to be going out to all the different club sports here at San Jose State University. Today, as you can tell, I'm on the field at Steph Coos Stadium ready to play some Quidditch. So without further ado, let's get right into this. Okay, so I've never read Harry Potter. I've never played Quidditch before. How do you think I'm going to fare today?
I think you'll do pretty well, especially with a lot of the new people that we have on our team. They're still getting used to things. They don't have a lot of tactics in their head yet. They're still able to do such amazing plays. They're able to pick up on what other people are doing. They're able to communicate a lot more. And especially with someone like you who looks very athletic, I feel like you'd be able to come out and just dominate on the field.
I appreciate that. All right, let's get it, man.
Let's go.
We're gonna play some Quidditch. All right, so I just finished my first ever Quidditch game. I'm here with Spartan head coach Liz Barcelos. How do you think I did out there?
Well, you said you were a hockey player and you played right wing, and that's where I put you, and it showed. You knew where to be. You were really trying to get open out there, and you were really good about being point defense, putting your body on the incoming Vipers and just stopping them. So that was really great.
Yeah, I think one thing I didn't really expect with this is this game requires a lot of endurance. Like, you're gonna be out of energy like this.
Yeah, that's why we like to sub a lot. You have 6 to 7 people on the pitch at any time, but we have a 21-man roster because we're constantly switching. It's like hockey that way.
Yeah, all right, so you heard it here first. You know, you don't have to read any Harry Potter books. You have to know nothing about Quidditch. Just play this game. It's a lot of fun, and I highly recommend you come out here. So we hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.